everybody, and welcome back to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. I am Misty.
I'm Kendra.
And
you never tell me what you want to do for intros.
Because usually I do it on the fly. Hope everybody's having a good night. I hope we get some folks in here. I know, I don't know about you guys, but it is pretty here in North Central Texas.
Papa Z's here. I don't think we're letting him live it down.
Never let him live that one down, huh?
What makes that incident bad was like you asked him like 5 minutes before the live to make you some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the kitchen doing something and you said we have 5 minutes.
I know. It's okay. We've been busy. I'm going to tell some funny stories when we get more people in here.
And I'm going to give you the context of how I heard the stories.
Yeah. So, I had an interesting week. It's not going to show up on camera, is it? If that gives you any indication of how my week has gone. It's just been, wow. It's just been one of those weeks. Hopefully we'll start getting some people in here. So, it was a little slow getting started last week too, but it's okay.
Did you post?
Actually, I did.
We got someone else in here.
What, we got 2 views?
Yeah.
Well, hello, whoever just come in the room. We are drinking our coffee. Have I ever told y'all the story behind this cup?
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yes.
Lately?
Almost every time you drink from that cup on a live, you tell the story.
I haven't drank from it in a long time.
No, you have.
Oh.
And me just the beginning of spring, I have my Halloween cup.
We had a fun day yesterday. Kendra's brother and sister came over.
And we're getting more reason to believe that Madeline's just my twin, just 3 years younger.
Well, hello from Lake Jackson. How are you? I know where that's at. We lived in Conroe for a lot of years. It's down on the coast.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you knew where it was at or not. Welcome to our live stream. Hopefully we're going to start getting some more people in here. I've got some funny stories to tell. So,
not funny at the time.
No, they weren't funny at the time. Not one of them.
Nor when I heard about it.
Mm-mm. So, we have had a busy, productive week too. I have been making the soap buddies or soap sacks, whatever you want to call them.
Bags for soaps.
Bags for soaps. They're up on the Etsy store.
Well, it could be a bag of infinite holding.
Only my D&D daughter would come up with that one.
As well as your son and your other daughter.
This is true. So, been making these for the soaps. And trying to get I just listed them on the Etsy store.
Within like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So they're fresh on the store.
Fresh on the store. We had to get pictures of them and then get it up on the store. But
that was a fun experience of me trying to get my brain to work.
Yeah. Kendra, when she got off work today, she helped me.
Mm-hmm. Even though I wanted to crawl in bed.
I know. You love me.
Debatable. Yes, I love you.
The way you use them is that you
can demonstrate.
you can take of course, take the plastic off, but you can take your bar of soap and you put them in, and then you cinch it up like this, and then it goes into the shower with you, and it acts as a washcloth, but it also keeps
you from losing your soap.
Right, it keeps it from melting down as fast in the shower, and it lathers it up really, really good.
And probably helps you not drop the soap.
Yeah. And then, you can it's just a convenient way, and it's 100% cotton, so it's washable. It's okay to get it wet, and then just let it dry. So, yeah, I really like them, and since I'm doing the soap.
Hey, Miss Lippy.
Oh, Lippy. Good to see you, sweetie. You've got a package coming. I mailed it today. So, however long the mail takes, but you got a package coming, my dear.
Well,
speaking of Miss Lippy, hey, Robin. So good to see you.
I've been burning it.
Kendra has been using her candle. This is a Lippy candle. Oh my gosh, it smells so stinking good. This is the Ocean.
Lippy, what's the actual name? It's the Sea one.
Yeah.
Sea Wave?
You can tell us, Lippy. But it is so good. And if you haven't been over to Lippy's shop, go check it out. Robin from Big Bear Homestead. Also, Robin, are y'all still doing Etsy or just your website? And sells craft soaps, and she sells the her version of the soap bags. So be sure and go check everybody out. There's a big world out there, and there's plenty of room for all of us on it, making our homemade gifts. And this one, I don't know if you can see, I've got little nubbies on it, so it gives it a little bit of roughness to it. But I've only got one of those, but I can do more. So, but anyway, it is up on the Etsy store. The name of my Etsy shop is not Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. It is.
You can take them to it. You set that up.
Yeah. Oh, this is the listing. We'll show you.
Not that button.
Okay.
That button.
I need the other deal so I can scroll it. Hold on. Oh, hello. All right, there it is. This is my shop. Those are the two soaps I've got up, and then my soap bags. So, and here's another little kicker. Do some advertising real quick.
Sea Whisper.
Sea Whisper. It is phenomenal. It is, and she has burned it a lot, and it's not, it's still got plenty of candle in it. So, but
I'll burn it for a couple hours.
Yeah. So nearly any time she's in here, she's lighting it and having it going. So, but we
Miss Lippy linked your shop.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sweet friend. I've got soaping supplies coming in this week. So we're going to be having some new soaps come out soon that I'm really excited about.
I can't wait. We're buying more molds, right? The cherry blossom ones? Because I want to make that one.
Yeah. Well, we got some little cherry blossom molds.
Yes, but I also want the big ones.
Oh, you want to do like a whole soap of just a cherry blossom?
Yep.
Yep. Kendra is kind of,
I don't like fire in the sense of one of these, but
she likes this thing. So, now that,
so, I know a lot about candles, I just never burned them.
Well, you couldn't when you were in the dorm.
We weren't allowed to. My roommate had a candle going
Constantly.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell one of my little, the first
Do the first one.
happened this week.
And no, for context, I was at work.
She was at work. I was coming in here to, good grief, I don't know. Oh, I was coming in here to edit this week's video. And I was rendering it from the SD card onto my computer. And I had my hands full and wasn't paying attention and tripped. I've got a power cord that runs from here to the door because the outlet's over there. And I caught my foot on it and I went down hard. I had bruise across my back. I hit this when I fell. Hit my head on the bookshelf. I mean, knocked me out of my shoe. I fell so hard.
And then I get a text saying, I fell. Just, I fell. No context.
No context to the. And she's like, Mom, what the heck? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be sore, but it's okay. So that was the first thing.
Thursday.
That was Thursday. No, that was Wednesday. Yeah, because I was editing my video. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, I had family coming in, and so, we were doing the companies coming cleaning.
Again, I was at work.
And I've got a little TV tray that sits by my recliner in the living room. And I had moved it so I could vacuum behind it, and all that stuff. And I had went to do something else, and I asked Keith if he could set my table back up. Well, apparently he didn't make sure it set down well. So I come in with a cup of coffee and
with that mug.
With this cup, and was going to sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee. It all poured all over me, down my side. I had 2 pretty good sized burns on my side.
And now this time she didn't text me till it happened. After it happened. No, I was having a very stressful day at work. It felt like a full moon without being a full moon. And then last few minutes of my shift, I get a text from her saying, I burnt myself. I get no context.
By the way, Lippy, your calendula salve works wonders. Now, I did wait until later that night to put the calendula on it because it does, a little bit of oil-based. But, man, that helped.
That has a correction. He had moved it and didn't realize it was sitting right, and it tipped over when you set the coffee on it.
Either way, the coffee went all over me and burnt the crap out of me.
And I was still at work, stressed out because everyone else was stressed out.
They were having an inspection.
No, that was Friday. Then, if it happened on the day of inspection, that was Friday, not Thursday. Also, you find.
Well, thank y'all for your orders. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
And that was the day of the storm.
Yes. And then we had well, thank you, sweetheart.
Then we had a massive storm come in, and of course everyone at work was freaking out because we were under a tornado watch, I believe, or warning.
I don't know if it ever went warned. We were under severe thunderstorm warning, and it still wasn't nothing like other people got, but it still, I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all. I love that guy. I really do.
And like the whole ride,
Well, hello, Teresa.
back, front, where I worked, she was watching Ryan Hall. And he would show a tornado. Of course, me, I'm trying to de-stress because I'm wound up so tight.
I have one of those things on my dashboard that I can put my cell phone on. And really, I was just going to listen to him while we were driving to make sure there wasn't nothing. Because in the middle of the storm is when they sent her home. So let's back up and say that. So we're driving along, and I happen to look down at it, and there's a beautiful stovepipe tornado. It was in North Texas along the Red River, open area.
And of course, I am just zoning out, just trying to de-stress. And all of a sudden, I hear Mom gasping and say, "Look at that!
Look at that!" Y'all don't know I'm a weather geek.
And I'm like, of course, it's pouring down rain very heavily. And I'm just like, okay, I know you're fascinated by tornadoes. Don't gasp. And then
I saw that, Lippy.
And it wasn't a one-time incident.
No, there was a couple because they kept showing a couple of different tornadoes. I was like, "Oh, look at that!" Kendra's like, "Would you just watch the road, Mom? It's raining. Watch the road." My eyes weren't off the road for long.
Yes.
I just glanced down at it.
But you kept on gasping and acting like there was a tornado right in front of us.
Well, I knew that we weren't getting a tornado. I'd been watching the radar.
Yes, but I hadn't been watching the radar because I'm not allowed to look at my phone at work.
Yeah, I knew there wasn't anything.
And everyone was so panicked trying to get everyone to a safe place.
They're saying we're going to have storms this week, too. I don't know that. I haven't watched Ryan Hall. That was just from the evening news. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have some thunderstorms. It is hot and humid here.
We even had the AC on, right? And it felt like it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, because it's humid. It's real humid. I did some rearranging today. I've got all my soap making supplies. I brought. I'll take some pictures of it and put it on Facebook. But it's
You need to take a picture of where you tripped.
Oh. I would rather forget all that. It's a wicker shelf that I've got my supplies, so everything's in order. That is one of my biggest goals this year is getting organized. Especially if we're going to run any kind of business, I need to get our crap together. So, but I will show you one more time.
Not that button.
Oh, nope, you're right. See, she knows more than I do.
It's a blue button that says remove.
Okay. Don't be tacky. This is the Etsy store. These are the little soap bags that I have.
They can't see your mouse because you're not on the screen.
I know. My bad. Anyway, this is my little soap bags.
Now do what you did before with the circle in it.
Huh?
When we were on the other screen, you circled it, trying to be like, these are my bags.
Oh, yeah, these are my bags.
And they couldn't see it.
And then down there is my soaps. These are the two I have up right now. If you buy soap from me, you automatically get one of the soap bags. So that's just my little. You planted Cherokee wax beans. Oh, I have got some black-eyed peas that they're getting tall. They're ready to. I probably could have put them straight in the ground, but I went ahead and
you want to chicken-proof it?
Yeah, I want it big enough that the chickens can't destroy it in 2 seconds.
Didn't you have like wheat in the yard last summer?
Yes.
And your chickens decided to have a little snack?
Do you know why there was wheat in the yard? Because Papa was throwing out scratch for the other chickens before we got here. And whatever was in that scratch, hey Allison, it took. So yeah, I had wild wheat. in my flower bed.
And your chickens decided to have a little snack.
Yeah, they did. They enjoyed it. I pulled it all up and fed it to them. I'm hoping that we're going to be getting new chickens in the next couple of weeks. We got a lot going on. My birthday is the 24th, so
She's getting old.
Don't make me push you out of your chair, girlfriend. I am not old. I'm turning 50. That's not old. When her sister and brother were here yesterday, it was like a frenzy of how much crap they could feed Mom.
Granted, who did we come from?
Kendra, that's beside the point.
And who did we take after?
Just stop talking. Oh,
You decided to include me in these lives.
I know. I enjoy you being in my lives. Don't y'all enjoy Kendra being here? I mean, isn't this fun?
Back to the birthday thing.
We are going to try to get a live schedule that I'm going to have not only Kendra, I'm going to have Madeline here and Jacob.
I think we could put Madeline on the other side of you and Jacob behind us.
Probably.
We may have to adjust the cameras.
May.
Because he's taller.
Now I hear you. You know, I will say this about turning 50. You know, I can remember when I was her age even, 40 was old. Just like you think, right? You 40-year-old.
No.
Just 50?
No, honestly, I just do it to mess with you.
But now that I'm turning 50, I feel great. I mean, mentally, I feel in a better place than I've ever been. You know? Yeah, I do stupid things now, like trip over cords and go down and...
Text me saying I fell with no context of if you're okay.
Yeah.
Really, you need to add, I'm okay though, at the end. So when I
wasn't completely sure I was okay yet, Kendra. Have you ever done that? Fallen in, like Keith he heard me thud. He comes running in here. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know yet."
Well, at least you could put, I don't need to go to the hospital.
You know, it'd take a lot to get me there, so.
For more than one reason.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we have just been busy. I mean, she's been working a lot. I was going to talk about, I had two of my aunts came in from out of town. It was such a great visit. I was able to gift them some soap, and my one aunt has an autoimmune disorder, so she has to be very careful about Yep, Lippy, exactly.
And honestly, you slipping and falling is a lot less concerning than Dad falling.
This is true. This is true.
I think there may be an argument of who bought soap first.
Well, I'm just tickled to death, guys, and I hope you like it. This is something that I am very quickly, I think, becoming passionate about. And that's what I was going to tell about my aunt. She has an autoimmune disorder, and her skin is really sensitive. She reacts to a lot of different chemicals. She has to be really kind of picky on what soap she uses, and and so I was excited. That was kind of part of the reason that, and I have such extremely dry, sensitive skin. The older I have gotten, the worse my skin has gotten.
And I have kind of gotten much more drier skin
Since being up here.
Since I've been used to a very, very humid climate.
Yeah, it's a lot more dry up here. I figure we're eventually going to turn into Lubbock. It's just dry. But anyway, um, garden.
Did you finish
I don't
talking
know.
out the autoimmune part?
She has an autoimmune disorder, and so I really was motivated to find stuff for her that would be gentle on her skin and feel good, and maybe help with some of the itchiness and stuff. That's why when I made the tea tree and lemongrass, it's pure essential oils, so I don't have any extra, and it's got activated charcoal. And which activated charcoal tends to pull out impurities from your skin and that kind of stuff. So it's the most natural one that I have. The other one,
The coffee is.
huh?
The coffee one, not so much.
Well, it's just I use a fragrance oil with the coffee, and that's the only thing that really makes it not so. But it's fun, and I've bought some new molds, so we're gonna have some different designs.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really speaks to the artistic side of me, and her as well.
I just remembered what Jacob said the one time he got mixed up with the artistic.
Autistic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it messes with my autistic. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were, though.
No, I don't think so.
3 out of your 5 kids.
That's beside the point. I think it's a lot to do with environmental. I do. I think it's a lot to do with environmental. That and what they put in our food, and I've done research on soaping now, and so much crap goes into big manufacturing soap that this is just.
Go on to a topic about molds that you want to buy.
No, I bought some. They're coming. I've got just a square mold coming, and an oval, and some flower molds coming. Some big flower molds.
I want to get some big cherry blossom ones.
My daughter is absolutely obsessed with cherry blossom.
That's my favorite flower and scent. As well as your other daughter. Well, she likes them. I don't know if that's her favorite.
This is, so expect cherry blossom soap to be coming, guys, because she had stopped talking about it. No, there's just a lot of cool stuff out there that you can do, and
and expect a chicken soap at some point. She wants a chicken mold.
I found chicken molds. I put it in my cart. I was gonna buy it. It was like the day before payday type thing, so I just left it in my cart. Went back the next day to get it, and it was like poof.
Yeah, so expect
unavailable
when we find another chicken mold for her to buy it and make soap with it, because I'm pretty sure the second it's get here, it's going to be used.
Oh, I mean, who don't want some chicken soap? You know?
I have told her we could make the top part and the bottom part of the mold like an egg, and then the center has a chicken.
Yeah. That would be fun. So it helps. Kendra's very creative as well. Thank you all for your orders, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I do too. I think it would be really fun too.
She also wants to make a Texas soap.
Yes. That one's probably going to happen. My idea behind it is I want to do
we could do every state flag. So, like a branch of it.
Maybe. But Texas comes first. There are Texas molds.
Yes.
But I want to do like a red, white, and blue, and maybe put a star embed in it. And the scent for it to be
pecan?
No. Bluebonnet.
Bluebonnet.
That's Texas State flower. So, also,
Do you want to explain the Kentucky bourbon one?
oh, I've got a scent called Kentucky Bourbon.
We would do the flowers, but we're doing a melt and pour process,
Right.
and we can't put flowers in it because it will rot compared to a cold process where it's a lot more safer.
Right. To add botanicals. I will eventually switch over. We've just been kind of waiting.
So we can rent the house out or get a place to do it.
Right. And two, I want to get this mastered first. And then
So you can play with designs.
Yeah.
And then just do it again in cold process.
Yep.
So I want to start resin.
Yeah, she's wanting to do resin.
Oh.
I want to do bath bombs.
Let's let be. Louisiana would be
Gardenia.
gardenia.
Uh-huh.
With citrus tones.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Now, Stringfield, what part of the conversation are you referring to?
I don't know. Because she's talking about.
Are you talking about the Bluebonnet, the Kentucky bourbon, or the gardenias with citrus?
The Kentucky Bourbon, I kid you not, for a man soap, it is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, she's
The bourbon.
the bourbon.
You think it would, but it's got a very smooth, kind of masculine scent to it. I mean, it definitely can be used by anybody, but oh, I can't wait to play with that one.
Lippy's making a candle.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I've noticed that I read the comments a lot faster.
Yeah. Oh, I bet that would be awesome. You know, my other favorite scent that I eventually want to do is honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is probably my favorite scent. So my mom likes I can't say it, gardenia.
What's the pronunciation of it?
Gardenia.
English is.
English eludes us sometimes.
If I have trouble with word, I will have to put can someone put the pronunciation of it? And my friends just know to break it down, not the correct way of pronouncing it, but however they can get my brain to.
Hello, Gina. Gardenia. Gardenia. You're right, Keith. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, please do. Please do, Lippy, because, yeah,
Okay.
I love honeysuckle.
Did you say hi to Gina?
Gina. It's good to see you, Gina.
And Stringfield said she likes jasmine. What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't have jasmine. I have lavender.
Yes.
Well, definitely, I'm going to be making all the things. Okay. I will definitely do that. You know, Lippy, any of y'all who've done anything like this, you have to do this in stages, because I could spend a lot of money on supplies. But, everything I sell is going to go right back into the business. It's that way for a while, But I'm just really excited about this one.
We could do a galaxy theme one and having the base be charcoal, and then the others being different colors and different set. I don't know what set you would use for a galaxy, but
We'd have to think about that one. But I've seen some done. of the galaxy.
We could do like 2 versions of the state's scents.
Mm-hmm.
Or one being whatever alcohol is related to that state, and another being their state flower.
Yeah.
Because you do want to do
So what's Texas's alcohol?
beer.
I ain't putting Lone Star beer in any of my soaps. Y'all never have to worry about that. Who? Okay. Lone Star beer is awful. It is straight up awful, and I may have to turn in my Texas membership card on that one. But dang, I cannot do Lone Star beer. I can't really do any beer anymore because I can't have carbonated. But you know, my favorite beer before I had my surgery was Dos Equis. I like the Mexican beers. Yes, Lippy. And that's kind of that Kentucky bourbon has sandalwood in it. In probably I'll see if I can find the notes on it real quick on the scents. Bear with me just a second. It's just hard to type with you. All right. Because I can look it up really quick. I'll tell you what the.
I mean, you do want to make a shamrock soap.
I know. It's really kind of too late now.
That means just next year's.
Yeah. I'll definitely for next year. All right.
Save 20 on oils.
Spell.
I think there's an N.
You're probably right. Okay. All right. Here we go. They've got a tobacco and bay leaf that I think would be really cool too. Okay.
Yep, there was an egg. And
all right. Let's see. What are the notes here?
You missed it.
Did I?
Yes, that's the note section. What are you looking for?
The notes, sent notes.
Scroll up. That's not up.
Or maybe it's. Oh, here it is. It's got
notes of orange,
bergamot,
clove, midnight, orchid, musk, leather, oat gas, and whatever that word is.
Patchouli. So that's the Kentucky bourbon. So it's just a really, really good scent. I was super impressed with it.
Lippy said men's soap would be like sandalwood, blue sea, leather, etc.
Right. I'm interested in the tobacco and bay leaf because I love the smell of tobacco. You know, not necessarily the smoked cigarette, but the smell of just tobacco. I love that smell.
I'm still Googling it.
You're Googling what?
Tequila.
Tequila?
For Texas.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
a tequila sunrise soap. That would be cool.
Because I want to know what most popular in each state tequila takes top spot in Texas, which
I can believe that.
Makes perfect sense.
I can believe that. I like tequila sunrises, but yes, pipe tobacco, Keith. It smells so good.
Okay, I can believe that.
That's good to know.
But does Brambleberry have a tequila?
Yes. Oh, a tequila? I hadn't seen one.
I
was gonna look for the. Hold on. You went too far on me.
No, that's where you were. Scroll the other way.
What?
You're going to... There we go.
Okay. I'm sorry, my bad. I wanted to look real quick and see what it said the undertones on this tobacco and bay leaf fragrance oil is. So,
Bay leaf, fir needle, cedar wood,
bergamot
and tobacco. Smells amazing. DIY soap, shaving cream, and beard oil.
I can see that.
Look at what these colors too.
Really?
So that is a tricky one.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
So that will be a definite test one.
Right.
Look and see if they have a tequila.
I haven't seen the tequila. I've looked at all their scents. We'll look it up later. It's fine. So that's just that's what we're going to be working on this week as well. Supplies should be here this week. Next weekend, I think Jacob and Madeline are coming back over, and we're probably going to be making soap. I'm going to put a busy, Texas Family Soap Company. It's going to be a family affair. Be making soap. And on a different note, my garden stuff. All of my tomatoes have come up.
Have they?
Yes.
I'm sure those are the tomatoes.
Yes.
Because you also put peppers.
I know. Those, well, maybe some of the peppers too, but definitely all the tomatoes have come up.
I tried to record where it goes right, and then you just started putting them in different spots.
No, I didn't. I did it
Yes,
by
you-
I did it by roll.
Then you skipped a row, came back to it, and put a pepper in between the tomatoes.
That was on one row.
And then you just put different ones in.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I did it by row.
Yes, but you put different ones in that row.
On one row.
On multiple rows at the very end.
Just hush, stop. She says my memory's bad.
I was writing it down.
I do have that on video, Kendra. I could go back and play the video.
Can you get to the video?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Oh, yeah, good luck, Lippy. I want some homegrown tomatoes so bad. I planted a lot of tomato plants, and I did it intentionally because ADD child.
Look, the only true way to get an ADD person to focus is give them fire. That sounds like the worst idea possible, but
Yes, it does.
But actually, that's probably the one true way to get them to focus. Is give them
I'll
fire.
get you a fidget thingy. It's better than you sitting here catching me on fire. I've already been burnt once this week.
I'm not going to burn you.
Anyway, if one of my mods want to throw my link up again, I would really appreciate it. We are going to be, planting this week. I've got my beds ready to put the...
You had Jacob do that?
Yeah. And I need to upplant some of my stuff that's getting really big. I've got my black-eyed peas probably could go in the ground right now, but we are, I want to wait a little while because I know this happened last year. I know if I put anything in the ground right this minute, we're going to have a weird random freeze. So I want to get them out of the frost tender stage a little bit because I need lots of tomatoes and peppers.
And then not to go to chicken food.
And not to go to chicken food, yeah. My chickens are finicky little brats.
I did find it kind of funny when I gave Madeline some bread to feed the chickens.
Yo, they like bread. Give them a piece of bread and they'll eat that all day long. I gave them some cabbage the other day. And they stuck their little noses right up. You know, you see pictures, videos of these chickens going crazy over cabbage. Not mine. We're not. Oh, that was the other thing we got started too is
and okra and
okra
and a mystery bag because we couldn't remember what was in it.
Yeah, I got a mystery bag too. It's some kind of bean, but I don't know what kind. I have no idea. So we'll see when it gets done. Oh, I didn't tell what happened to my arm. It's really not. Really can't see it real well.
Hold it up.
Well, I can't. That was just from me hitting it. I had to go get a bag of ice yesterday up at the store, and you know, you open the deal, get the bag of ice. It come back on my arm and did that.
Why would we let you go to the store by yourself?
She acts like I'm already ready to go to the nursing home, y'all. I'm not there yet, love. I mean, I'm to the age where random bruises show up on my body and I have no idea where they came from. I'm at that point.
You still concern me sometimes.
I'm fixing okay, back on chickens. I'm fixing to change my chicken feed. I was trying to use up what I had, but I'm going to change brands. They really don't like the one that everybody says is messing with their chickens anyway. So we're going to, I'll tell that story. So everybody's been saying, see if you can find a local feed mill and get local stuff, right? I called the only one that I knew of in Graham. And I said, hi, I was just calling to see if y'all mix your own chicken feeds. And she said, no, we do not. And she gave me a list of the brands that they sold. And she said, and there is nothing wrong with the feed. And said it just like that. Oh, there's a good idea, Lippy. And I was like, I didn't even say anything about that the reason I was calling, maybe I just wanted to support local business and get locally processed food for my chickens. But
you should have said, well, it doesn't matter if there's anything wrong with it. My chickens don't eat it.
Right. They would, if I fed it to them, they'd want to eat is scratch. They like the scratch.
I think they like the corn.
And they like corn, but I've got to kind of stop giving them as much corn because it's going to get hot. And corn tends to heat them up. So, yeah, they would.
Libby, you may want to message Mom that one.
Cayenne pepper, huh? Wow. Okay. Hey, I'm willing to try anything because they're finicky. They're going to have to, I've decided that they're not going to get let out, though, until after they lay. Because I have one that I'm pretty sure every once, it's a hit or miss whether she actually lays in the coop versus God knows where in the, 5-acre vicinity.
Reed. It's a dewormer.
Oh, that's good to know, Libby. See, you learn something every day.
Libby, you might want to mark her that recipe. I don't, because you may forget it's in this chat. Let's be honest. Do you remember to check back on the chats? Because I don't.
Well, if I got to making it, I could mark her Lippy and say, hey, what all did you put in that?
But here's the thing, you have to remember to do
She's
that.
in a mood tonight, guys.
We both have ADHD.
See? See what this says, Kendra?
Remember who got it for you?
I do remember who got it for me.
We're both ADHD. Both have trouble remembering things. So
I know. No, that's awesome.
she'll mark it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're closer to you, too, because I looked into them, and they don't ship. But that would, I wish.
The Lone Star Game Bird?
Yep. It's closer to where Lippy's at. But, I really want to. Okay. Words, Misty. When they free range, they are eating all the stuff.
Dad's waiting for you to hit me.
No, I wouldn't hit her. I might think about it. See, I read that and then I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
I don't know, because you were trying to get your train of thought the first time.
Oh.
Lone Star?
Yeah, that feed company. I looked them up and they're not close to me. But I couldn't believe, that this being a small area. We used to have a little feed store here in Newcastle. And the gentleman who ran it, his daughter runs the cafe now. But he passed on, I believe. And I can still remember the smell of that feed store. I don't know how to describe it. It was, if you've ever been into one of those old feed stores like that, you know what I'm talking about. It's just got a smell to it that is just good. But anyway.
Do you remember what you were going to talk about?
I talked about everything. I talked about my soaps and the soap bags. And talked about my hectic, crazy week.
Again,
that I tried to kill myself.
Each time.
Better be careful saying that. YouTube will totally misunderstand that.
And each time I was at work.
Yep. Well, before you come home from school, you were at school.
Yes.
Oh, you don't know half the stuff.
And I don't want to know half the stuff.
Like the last year when I went down in the backyard. That one hurt. That one hurt.
Or the time you fell in between the toilet and the tub.
Okay, that was just dumb on my part.
Lippy gave you a link.
Okay, awesome. I'll go grab that link. I'm not in the YouTube studio. I'm in but I can post it here. Look. See, I can do that. I figured out how to do that. But yeah, I will definitely check into it, Lippy, and see what I can do because
actually, there's one question. What type of soap would your audience want you to make?
That's a good question.
We have about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all want Mama Z to make?
And you.
We are making a cherry blossom.
Definitely going to do a cherry blossom. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do. Clean scents. I like clean scents too.
Okay. Clean scents, you all have to make when I'm not here.
You don't like clean scents?
Not since working in a laundry room.
Well, I could see that.
because I was surrounded by that all the time, and then I had a not nice boss. I think that's the nicest way I could put it.
Are you saying you have post-traumatic stress disorder from it?
A little.
Baby powder. Okay.
A little from some of the BS she pulled.
Yeah. That's old water under the bridge, Kendra. You're not there anymore, so. All right. Well, that gives me some ideas. Definitely.
That was already said.
Right. The clean linen smell.
As well as the baby powder.
Yeah.
You'll have to do that when I'm not here.
Okay.
Have Jacob come over and do it with you.
Your brother has a job too. So if you're not here, he's probably working too. Y'all kind of work the same days. So anyway.
Then Dad can help you.
I don't.
It's Texas family.
You think he wants to actually help with soap making, Kendra?
I think it would be a funny video.
It might be a funny video. All right, guys. It is about our time. We have been on here close to an hour. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
She has to put up the chickens.
I hear you there. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure check out our Etsy. We are and follow it. Be sure and follow it because we are going to have a lot more soaps coming out. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Bye.